Did you know that ancient Sumerian culture was lost to history until the 1800s? Well, if not, you're going to find out today. Let's get started. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Virtual History 360. I'm Mr. Wade, and I'm here to help you understand history, just a little bit better. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with my newer videos. I try and put them out once or twice a week. And of course, also check out the awesome history merchandise that you can be finding in my Teespring store. Check it out. We'll put the link in the description for you. And be sure to stick around until the end of the video to hear about the rediscovery of Sumerian culture. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Today we are going to be focused on the top 3 things you need to know about the ancient Sumerians. Number 1 is that the largest city had a population of about 80,000 people. Why is that a big deal? Well, the area of Mesopotamia had numerous city-states. Now I'm talking cities that were walled communities that were built around a ziggurat, or like a pyramid with a temple at the middle. Among these communities there was elaborate trade, as well as war between them. Now the fact that Uruk, the city I'm talking about, Uruk was able to sustain between 40,000 and 80,000 inhabitants, that's just impressive. And because this was about 4,500 years ago, it means that Uruk was most likely the largest city in the world at that time. Number 2 is their form of writing known as cuneiform. This system of wedge-like shapes is the first documented form of early writing that was adopted by numerous cultures. Now, by having this writing, this allowed records to be kept and shared, both easily. In fact, there are examples of cuneiform writing all the way up to the 1st century CE. In that time, which is about 3,500 years, the system became more and more sophisticated, to the point where they had more than a few hundred or several hundred different individual characters being used. Now, scribes would use wooden tools to make their marks into the wet clay. Then they would let that clay dry, and once it was dry, they could share those tablets with whoever needed the information. Number 3 is mathematics. Now, math has come a long way in the thousands of years, but we still use a 60-minute hour and a 60-second minute, and of course the 360-degree circle. Believe it or not, this is an advancement of the Sumerians. How cool is that? Now, their whole system was based on 60, just like the examples I just gave, and of course we have since changed from there, metrics based 10, right? But the time still persists. What about being lost to history? Well, because other empires took over and occupied the same area, the Sumerian culture was mostly lost to time. Now, of course, some things persisted, like cuneiform and the math like we talked about, but only because they were adopted by other cultures such as the Amorites and the Babylonians. Because of this, all information about the Sumerians was forgotten. And it was forgotten about until the 1800s when French and British archaeologists were digging around in Iraq. You see, they unearthed the evidence in Iraq while looking for Assyrian artifacts. Now, once these artifacts were found, scholars were able to decipher the Sumerian language and get a good look at the history and literature of one of the first civilizations to really spring up. Now, since the initial discovery, numerous pieces of art and pottery and sculpture have been uncovered, as well as, get this, as well as 500,000 clay tablets full of writing, and most of it hasn't been translated yet. As we move forward, can you imagine? As we move forward, I can't wait to see what we learn about the Sumerian, just their history and culture. Don't tell me that history's not alive, because this is just one example that proves that it is. Tell you what, leave a comment below telling what you think about history being lost and then found, whether it be the Sumerians or any culture. Let me know what you think, okay? And of course, while you're down there, go ahead and hit that like button for me. I love the engagement, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If that button is red, let's make it gray. And be sure to check out my other videos like the ones you see to the side over here. And I have other history videos, world history like this. I have US history. I also have civics videos as you move through your classes. Some of my videos are even shot in 360, and I know you're gonna like them, so check them out. For Virtual History 360, I'm Mr. Wade. I'll see you next time.